The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't clone you, but it can streamline your hiring workflow. From posting jobs to shortlisting candidates to interviewing, LinkedIn Hiring Pro is the hiring partner you need, so you can focus on connecting with the right talent. In fact, small businesses report saving over 6 hours per week. So hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your host, Jennifer, your resident medium, and I welcome you into my spirit parlor this evening. Settle in, let's light a few candles, and tonight we're talking about the oldest magical collaborators humanity has ever known, the elements: earth, air, fire, water. Long before organized religion, before spell books, before people argued over what magic should look like, humans were already working with the elements, watching them, honoring them, depending on them to survive. And honestly, we still do. The elements aren't abstract ideas. They're not symbolic in a fluffy way. They are forces within the earth, within our bodies, and within our energy field. When we work with them consciously, we're not summoning something external. We're remembering how to listen again. So tonight, we'll talk about a short history of elemental magic, what each element represents energetically and spiritually, and one unique approachable spell for each element that you can actually try. No elaborate tools, no perfection required. So let's begin where all things begin. Nearly every ancient culture recognized the elements as sacred forces. Early humans didn't separate spirituality from survival. I love that notion. Spirituality was part of survival. Weather wasn't just weather, it was necessary, it was influential in every aspect of life. Fire wasn't just warmth, it was protection. Water wasn't just hydration, it was life itself. Ancient traditions across the world worked with elemental systems. Many indigenous cultures honor the elements as living spirits. Ancient Greece described reality as composed of elemental forces, and Eastern traditions expanded this into a 5-element system. Medieval magic and alchemy refined elemental correspondences. What's important isn't which system you follow, it's the shared understanding that everything is made of energy in motion, and the elements describe how that energy behaves. Elemental magic is relational. You don't command the elements, you collaborate with them. And each element teaches us something different about ourselves. Earth is the element of form. It's bones, soil, stone, trees, roots. Energetically, Earth represents grounding and safety, the physical body, home, money, survival, structure, patience, endurance, slow growth. Earth reminds us that spirituality doesn't have to float. It can be embodied, lived, felt in the hips, the legs, the hands. When Earth is balanced, we feel steady and supported. When Earth is out of balance, we feel anxious, scattered, unsafe, or disconnected from our own body. Earth teaches us how to stay. Let's explore an earth spell that you can try. Its purpose is for grounding, stability, and emotional safety. You'll need a small stone or crystal, a quiet moment outdoors or near a window. When the time feels right, hold your stone in your hand and feel its weight. Say out loud or silently, I belong here. I am supported. I am allowed to take up space. And visualize roots growing from your feet deep into the earth, not trapping you, but holding you, anchoring you. When you feel you're done, place the stone somewhere you'll see it often. Each time you touch it, remember, you're not floating through life. You are held by it. You are safe and supported. Next, let's explore air. Air is movement without form. It's breath, it's wind, it's sound, it's thought, and invention. Air governs communication and truth, the mind and imagination, ideas, inspiration, messages, and spirit communication. Air is fast, curious, restless. When air is balanced, we think clearly and speak honestly. When air is imbalanced, we overthink, disassociate, or feel mentally overwhelmed. Air teaches us how to listen, and not just with our ears, but with our awareness. Here is a simple air spell that you can try. Its purpose is for mental clarity, communication, and intuitive messages. You'll need a piece of paper and a window or outdoor space. Write down one question, worry, or intention. Hold the paper and take 3 slow breaths and say, air that moves between the worlds, carry what I release and return what I need. Tear the paper into strips and release them into the wind or place them near an open window. Trust that clarity doesn't always come as answers. Sometimes it comes as space and feeling. Next, let's explore fire. Its passion, its feeling, its desire, its anger, its courage. Fire governs personal power and will, confidence and motivation, destruction and rebirth, creativity and action. Fire doesn't ask for permission. It transforms what it touches, for better or worse. Balanced fire feels confident, energized, alive. Unbalanced fire feels explosive, burnt out, or suppressed. Fire teaches us how to change and to choose. Here is a simple fire spell that you can try. Its purpose is to release stagnation and to reclaim personal power. You'll need a candle and a small piece of paper. Write down something you are ready to release, a belief, a fear, a habit, or a version of yourself. Light the candle and say, what no longer serves me, I release without guilt. What remains is my power. Safely burn the paper and watch it change. Fire reminds us that ending is not failure, it's fuel. And finally, water. Water is memory, water is emotion, intuition, grief, and love. Water governs feelings and empathy, healing and cleansing, dreams and the subconscious, cycles and surrender. Water holds, water reflects, water remembers. Balanced water allows emotions to move. Unbalanced water leads to emotional flooding or emotional numbness. Water teaches us how to feel without drowning. Here's a simple water spell for you. Its purpose is emotional release and gentle healing. You'll need a bowl of water, and optionally you can add salt or herbs. Place your hands in the water and say, "Water that knows my story, help me release what I carry. Let what remains be soft and true." Imagine heavy emotions dissolving into the water. When finished, pour the water outside or down the drain with gratitude. Water reminds us that healing doesn't have to hurt. Next, let's discuss working with the elements together. You don't have to pick just one. In fact, imbalance often happens when we lean too hard into one and neglect the other. Too much air, overthinking, too much fire, burnout, too much water, emotional overwhelm, too much earth, stagnation. Elemental magic is about harmony. You can work with the elements through walking barefoot, breathing intentionally, candle gazing, baths or showers, cooking, listening, and witnessing the weather. Magic doesn't live in tools. It lives in your attention. Working with the elements is remembering that you're not separate from nature. You are nature, aware of itself. Your body is earth. Your breath is air. Your will is fire. And your emotions are water. And when you honor these forces within you, life starts to feel less like a battle and more like a flowing conversation. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your breath intentional, your fire sacred, and your heart flowing. If you are interested in a lovely illustrated, downloadable printable of each of the spells I talked about tonight, you can find it on my Patreon. Visit patreon.com/italktoghosts, and all my downloadable printables are available to you for $1. Thank you for spending time with me in the Spirit Parlor this evening. Take care.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're sisters, wine lovers, and your hosts for the podcast Spirits Uncorked.
In season 2, we're leaving the haunted waters of Lake Lanier in Georgia and diving into all new spooky stuff. Shadow people?
I've seen them.
Haunted military bases?
I've served on one.
Local restaurants with ghostly reputations?
I work at one.
Okay, if something spooky doesn't happen to you, I worry about you.
The paranormal is my normal.
Plus, we'll sip and chat with horror authors, fascinating guests, and test out some superstitions along the way.
Knock on wood.
So uncork a bottle and pour a glass of the paranormal with us on season 2 of Spirits Uncorked.
Get ready for sips, scares, and sisterly sarcasm.